What's going on, people? It's your man, the White B. Once again, big shout out to my dog, Wild Camping Seamers for coming through and boosting up the coin. Bash! So, we got an update. Maximus Danelius. Yeah, Mohamed Dubois. He's convincing me, which probably isn't actually a good omen for him. That's not a good omen for him, man. The way things have been going. But to be fair, how the cabal work here? When they cuck man with the gambling, they don't do it every time. They always give me a winner, right? Because when you get a winner, that's when you think, oh, I can do this. So a winner's due about now. When was the last win we had? It's been a minute. So a winner is due. Yeah, I do get some winners sometimes, and this could be it. Honestly. So, we're going to play this footage here. Yeah, let's get to it. Bash!
Because then going to do our job, and that's destroying him and taking all the belts.
You're not bowing to it. I remember the first fight. I remember the first time you faced off and he started rapping and you sort of didn't know what to do with yourself. From what I could see, and he was the main character in that. Yeah. But it's like he's maybe trying to be now, and you're pushing him, you're calling him this, like this is my home.
Yeah, it is. You know, like, yeah. I call it like when someone's coming to your club and to bash you up, you can't let that happen. You got to teach them and show them he's the governor. Now, first time and this time round is still going to be a different story.
How much are you driven by what happened in that first fight, though? How much has it motivated you?
I'll just say my whole life has motivated me. You know, what I've got on my plate right now was motivating me to be successful. I mean, you know, with the family and everything.
That Brazilian coochie's hitting, man. He didn't mention it by name, but that's the truth here. Yeah, once you start getting some South American world champion level, multi-million-dollar level Penans, it will elevate a man, that's for sure. Especially Dubois. I don't think Dubois was getting no Penans. Yeah. I don't think he was. I don't think he's even out of the house but now he's been flying out to Brazil. You know, you don't want too much Brazilian brass, to be fair. You don't want to be playing with him too much, but I think Dubois, so far at least, has he lost his head? It remains to be seen, but so far, yeah, hanging out the back of a few Brazilian premium world champion $1 million broads is doing him good. The world of good it is. Broadening his horizons of what all life has to offer. Yeah, and it has been delivering for Maximus Danelius. And who is Usyk to stand in a man's way? You got Dubois here, you got Brazilian brass there. Yeah, you think Usyk is getting in the way of that? And that's what I'd do if I was Stan Dubois. I'd fly him in. You know, the ones that have got all Dubois giddy. I think Dubois is quite... What's the word I'm looking for? He's quite... Not animalistic, there's another word for it. Nefanderalian. I don't think he... I don't know the guy. He might be a deep thinker. But I get the feeling he's more Nefanderalian. Okay? Meaning that... Woman. Okay? You see that one there? He sees his burden. That'll get him gassed. Never mind his daddy. Yeah, if he sees his bird in the crowd, someone like Dubois will turn up. He's going to turn up anyway, but he'll turn up even more. Yeah? Woman. You see what I mean? It's one of them ones. Like back in 10,000 BC or 50,000 BC when the Fanderals were knocking around. They weren't thinking too much. It was about survival. Yeah? Woman. Lion. And you get in the mix. And fight for your woman. That's the kind of thing, those are the vibes I get from Dubois. He mentions his family, and that's kind of linked in. He weren't going to come out and say, yeah, I got this one bad Brazilian thing I'm fighting for. He weren't ever going to say that. Family encompasses the premium Brazilian thing he had in mind. He didn't want to be X-rated. He didn't want to piss his dad off. His dad would be like, why are you mentioning her, not me? So he didn't want to say that. But family means, come on, man, when you're 27 years old, full of life, full of tea, yeah. There's only so much your dad can do for you. Let's tell the truth here, right? When you was 20, all the man watching this now, when you was 27 or 28 and below, what was really motivating you? Let's call a spade here. Was it your daddy? Probably not. It probably would be a fire premium Brazilian broad. That would get you going. And that's what Dubois got. I don't, what's Usyk going to be, man? What's Usyk going to do? What's he going to do? I'm not sure what he's going to do. Dubois is too big and too strong, honestly. Carl Froch versus Triple G. Too big, too strong. Anyway, we got some more bars for you, man. Bash!
That's what's motivated me a lot.
He had a lot to say at the end of the first fight, and I've heard you say that this time you'll have something to say to him at the end of the fight. Have you thought about what that's really...
Yeah, you got something for it ready. Just tell him on the night after the fight.
Yeah, I got something for you. I like these bars. Took my bars, but nonetheless, they're good bars, man. You see you. I got something for you to hold. Pause. Yeah. Ooh, he gonna hold something, all right. That's what he gonna be doing. I got something for you. That's what I got. That's how. Those are the best bars. Keep it simple, man. I got something for you. You best believe it. Old school is what I've got. Yeah. 1960s yardie parenting style, belt to arse. That's what I got for you. And there's no doubt about it. Anyway, we've got some more bars as well.
Any clue?
No clues, man. No clues. You guys are going to see a spectacular show.
Do you think he's got better since the Fury fights? Because 24 rounds with Tyson Fury, right?
Mm.
You know, and he's won a lot of those rounds. Could he have got better?
I think he's a little bit worn.
Ooh.
Those two fights with Fury and the fights with me and everyone, they've all taken a little bit out of him. Now I'm gonna make. I've got to know what I've got to do. I've got to make him old on a night. Like you say, you can turn a guy old in one night in a fight. And that's what I gotta do.
You know, that's what they'll say.
I like this, man. I like this way of thinking. I do tend to agree. I think we've seen life or careers, they're always on a trend. You're either going up or you're going down. Well, you can argue you can plateau as well, but I think we've seen he's not going up no more, Usyk. His plateau / I'd argue down as well. He looks more tired in the back straight. He was always a guy who had gas for days. He looks more tired, more kind of wiry, more normal. He's still winning. He's still better than the rest of these big, stiff idiot oafs, but he does look more normal. Before, like Tony Bellew, for example, when Usyk fought Tony Bellew, I think it was round 8, he was just getting going. He literally was just starting to warm up. Now you see him, whether it's the weight difference or his age, you see him now. He hangs in there, he gets the job done, but it's like touch and go. It's touch and go. He's just about doing enough. And he's hanging on and he's puffing and whatever else. And he can get old on the night. That's what you can do. And that would be, I think that's the best way for him to go out. This would be biblical. This is how it should be, man. The old lion turns up and it's his day to be sent to his maker. Metaphorically speaking. Do you understand? We don't need some old dude running off with a belt, to be honest. Yeah, no, if he can do it, obviously, fair play to him. But I think Dubois, he's too locked in, man. You saw what happened. Okay, Chisora, Usyk. Oh, Usyk was sick. Usyk was his first time at heavyweight. I can take or leave them narratives. But Dubois ain't no Chisora. Chisora's never been a massive one-puncher. Yeah. Chisora could never really take your lights out like that, if we're honest. Just be call a spade here. You'd never say he was a top puncher. Dubois got the getting it, and he can punch, and he's 27 and not 47. Do you understand? Now, look at the history of it. Dubois walked through Hrgovic. That's the truth. And Hrgovic might not have no cardio. Can Usyk Usyk wins this fight on points, if at all, in my opinion. Dubois too big and too strong. He's too hungry. Yeah.
If you do get your way, they'll say Usyk got old overnight.
Who cares what they say? Just getting all their belts and doing my job and getting victories is all that I care about. This will be a spectacular thing. The whole world will stop. Not just England, but America. All over the world, this will go out to with the whole boxing world and everything else. And Yeah, let's create history.
You'd breathe rarefied air as Lennox Lewis was the last one from Britain.
Yeah.
Joshua tried to beat him. Fury tried to beat him.
Yeah.
You tried to beat him, but if you get it done this time, this is
do it properly this
history
time.
books.
I think, no fiddling about, no pitter patter, bombs away. But, bombs away. That's what I'm gonna do.
You
Fair play to Danny D, man. Pass me my flowers. Let's call a spade here, man. No faffing around. Who been telling Danny D that? Who brought you that analysis? Be honest here. Who have you said? Which one of you, man, have heard anyone in this game, talk about how Dubois was just faffing off with Usyk? Who told you that? No one's told you that. Not one person has. They've all said, oh, well, Dubois was boxing. No, I told you he was a faff off. He's in there posturing. So you took my bars. But either way, man, I'm happy for Dubois. Yeah? No flowers for the YAB, but nonetheless, I'm happy that he's come to the same conclusion. No more faffing around. No more faffing around. You walk straight into him in straight lines. Straight forward, not a back step. Not one. Back for what? Yeah? You go back when you can't punch. You go back when you think you can outbox someone. If you can't outbox them, you've got to walk right into them. Forget the boxing. We've seen Fury try to do it twice. We've seen AJ try to do it twice. You've seen you try to do it. Take that lucky punch out, you lost every round. Yeah? You walk right into him. No hopping around on your toes. Just walk right at him. Seriously. That's what you do. Put your hands on your head and you walk at him all night until the wheels fall off. And you might get stopped. And you might lose on points. But that is how you beat Usyk. No one's going to beat him. Big, stiff heavyweights whose gas is likely to run out before his does. You're not going to beat him having a look. Oh, let's try and get my jab off. Oh, let's try and work something out here. Let's think here. No thinking. Beach of Normandy time. That is the mindset. Beach of Normandy. Yeah? Put your mind... Them man, on the beach of Normandy. Or the Zulu man who was in there with their fucking sticks and shit. And then all the British just posted there with the guns. Or is it the British or Dutch? I don't know. Whoever it was, you get the point. The white man. Yeah, with the guns. Them man was running at guns. You've only got to run at some 200-pound gap-toothed midget, man. Right. And he's got gloves on. You've got top doctors that are there. All you got to do, if how many thousands or probably millions of men, it's at least millions, even if you look at World War II, or whatever war, there's probably, over the history of the world, maybe not a billion, but there's tens of millions, hundreds of millions of men, who really had to do something. All you've got to do is run straight at, not at artillery fire, not at a turret gun. All you got to do is run at a 200-pound, 40-year-old midget who can't punch. Bottom line. And you walk right into him. And you make it messy. You wade him with your head. You cut him with your head. No, I'm only playing. But if he gets cut from accidental headbutt, he gets cut from accidental headbutt. End of the day. Yeah? Because he be complaining to the body anyway. So he cheat, in my opinion. If you're in the fight game and you're whining, I never see no Muay Thai man. Oh, he hit me. Oh, he hit my body. No, they don't do that. So that's corny for me. That's cheating. If you get hit to the body and don't like it, you got to suck it up, man. You can't be pleading with the referee. And it's, again, if it's really low and someone's blatantly digging your nuts out, that's one thing. If it's on your belly button / bladder, just suck it up, bro. Yeah, so Dubois comes wading in straight lines with his head right at him. No messing around, no faffing around, no hopping around. Right in there. And I think Dubois, if he does that, I'm backing him to win. Again, is that good? Is that bad for him? We're going to find out. But if he comes in there with the beach of Normandy mentality, yeah, it's going to be a long, hard night for Usyk. It really is. At his age. And the wear and tear it's taken on his body. Anyway, we've got one more. I want to replay that bit. I did like that part.
As Lennox Lewis was the last one from Britain.
Yeah.
Joshua tried to beat him. Fury tried to beat him.
Yeah.
You tried to beat him, but if you get it done this time, this is...
do it properly this time.
books.
I think, no fiddling about, no pitter patter, bombs away. But, bombs away, that's what I'm going to do.
You came back...
No pitter patter, no fiddling around, bombs away, man. Yeah, Rome salutes Maximus Danellis is what it does. The boxing gods salute Maximus Danelius if he goes in there and does that. Just pure, unadulterated X-rateness. X marks the spot. Bosh. Pop, pop. Yeah, pop, pop. Bowl the right hand over, man. Simple as that. Come straight in. Come straight in there. Winging big shots over. Yeah, that's what you do with this guy. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? What's he going to do? He'll do nothing. He can't punch. He's too old. His legs are too old. His legs will wear out. Now, if you go in there and you faff around with him and you give him time and space and you fight his fight, like most people do, he might be that good and you have to fight his fight. I'm trying to think. It's a shame, really, we never saw an out-and-out boxer or a top-level boxer fight Golovkin, for example. Golovkin was around in a very weak era, so it made him look better than he was, probably, but you don't box with a boxer, do you? If you're somewhat slow-footed, your hands aren't the quickest, you don't box with someone who's got quicker hands and quicker feet, do you? I don't know. That's all everyone's tried to do. That's all AJ and Dubois the first time and Fury have tried to do, box with this quicker, faster guy. He's tricky, but you have to just walk in, that's what I'm saying. You're going to get hit. That's the truth. You're going to get hit. You have to take one or two to give one. That's what it has to be. And I think Dubois has accepted that. He took enough from Hrgović. Yeah. And his success now has been built on, to some extent, walking through the fire. And I'd argue AJ, Hrgović, are bigger one-punchers than Usyk is. Anyway, the very last clip we got is here.
With this. Bosh! The victory, all of that is good.
How are you going to beat Oleksandr Usyk on July 19th?
How?
Well, it's a good question, but I'll tell you
How?
right, because no one else has done it.
Yeah.
So how'd you do it?
Well, with this. Bosh! In his face. Yeah, just say it like that, but for us it's not even words talking about it like that. I'll get in there and then just destroy him, put pressure on him, crash, wallop, knockout. Yeah.
Pressure on him. I like it, man. He's convinced me. I got some shmoney on Dubois. 4.4 decimal, which is about 3.5 to 1, 3.4 to 1 are the odds for Dubois, which is more or less what it is now. I don't know how people are putting money on Usyk, to be honest. I think the more interesting debate is the outcome of it. Specifically, is Dubois going to win on points? I think I hedged. I think I've put some on Dubois. What is it, 20 quid at 3.5 to 1 for him to just win. And I've also done a thing where I've got Dubois by KO and I got Usyk by points. I think that's the best situation right now, folks. Honestly, I don't want to even believe that Usyk can win on points, though. If you're just all over him, if you're all over him in the UK, just all over him. Canelo gets rounds all the time for just walking forward. Yeah, he gets loads of rounds, not doing much. But the difference is Usyk will be hitting you. That's the problem. Yeah, intriguing. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, like the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this. Some people will stop it. Bye.